Bob Hirasawa, you have any thoughts on our hot topics today?
I've been busy here.
I get you.
But hey, that's a little bit early for Christmas shopping for me too. So
I just want to make sure that you know that you can play.
Yes.
Okay. You've been coming on the Hampton Roadshow long enough. You're one of the gang, and it's good to see you back from vacation. If you are just watching the Hampton Roadshow for the first time today, where you been? But this is Chef Bob Hirasawa. He's the executive chef from Farm Fresh, and today you're going to make coq au vin.
Coq au vin, yeah, and it's a kind of a fancy name, a French dish. Actually, kind of brought to fame through Julia Child, Julia Child. But it's a real simple dish, really. And when I think I did a couple similar type dishes from other countries in the past, that this kind of all follows the same thing. It's a braised chicken, and what we're doing is we're going to just go ahead and. I guess we want to go through the ingredients a little bit first, right?
Yes, we do. We'll give the ingredients. Go ahead.
Of course, we got a whole cut up fryer here.
Okay.
It's been cut up, basically into separate pieces. A lot of people like to use just like legs and thighs too.
Right.
It all depends on what your personal preference is. Got the chicken. We have some got a flour. We're going to lightly flour the chicken, and then we're going to brown it off. Okay. And then we have a little canola oil to do that. A little salt, black pepper, a little garlic going in. Pearl onions that actually was fresh ones that I just blanched off for about 5 minutes, and then take the skin off. And so I got some fresh pearl onions today, not the frozen stuff.
Blanch them, then peel them.
Right. Blanch them, then peel them. It makes it a lot easier for you.
That's why it's so hard to peel when they're raw.
Right.
Okay.
And then take then a little celery, say bay leaf, thyme. Bacon I used to season the pan, and of course I know we like to use bacon a lot of times for our buzzers, but this actually dish does call for that.
All right. So now, why use the bone-in chicken versus chicken breast for this?
It's just I just did this because this is a traditional way that I've always seen it, and people see the whole cut up fryers in the store sometimes.
Yeah.
Just gives them one option.
Okay.
Of course, you can use the parts that, boneless pieces if you want. You can do that too.
All right.
Tendency is when you do a braised chicken, sometimes you want to steer a little bit away from the white meat because it has tendency to dry out a little bit more. That's why you go to the little dark meats. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get it going. Virginia wants to see us start cooking.
Okay. Well, go ahead and want to get involved here?
Sure. Let me wash my hands.
Sure.
And you said you're going to drag it through the flour first?
Yeah, we're going to season it up a little bit. Yeah, a little drag through flour, and I'm going to get this pan going again.
Oh, you brought us a cake.
I brought you cake. Yeah.
Okay.
And we got.
Hey,
that's for good luck.
I'm glad I wasn't walking behind you.
Okay, so we got some salt going in here. Want to do the pepper? I know you love to do the pepper, no?
I do.
Yes. And I'm going to put a little canola over here.
Wait
You got it going?
I didn't.
I know. Did she do it right?
It's been a while. I forgot I had it upside down. Okay.
Okay. And you can do that over the chicken too. Get that chicken. Want to do the black pepper on the chicken? Oh, that's okay.
Put pepper on the chicken?
Sure. We just want to get as much
flavor. Listen to Antonio answering the questions I'm asking you, Bob. Yes.
And then I'm just going to go get the first one started here. We don't want to get too much flour on this. We want to kind of lightly flour this. Make sure we shake it off and then add it in. Okay.
Now, what would too much do?
It just ends up getting cakey. Kind of it builds up a little bit, and we just really don't want that. We want the flour to kind of help seal, but also it's going to help with building that sauce at the end. There you go.
Quiet, Virginia. Our producer's in my ear saying, that's too much flour.
You're doing it good.
I wouldn't want to come back there and do your job, Virginia. Trust me. Here we go.
So, yeah, we're just going to brown these off like we get there. And then once we do that, in probably in off shots, we're going to go ahead and pull this off and then start up the vegetables in there and then re-add this back in.
I wasn't really listening.
No, that's okay. We're constantly focusing.
Flour off this chicken. But whatever you said, I completely trust you.
Okay.
How was your vacation?
It was great. I was, spent a little time down the duck with the boys and
nice.
A little fishing. I wish the fishing was a little better, but hey, it's good vacation.
Oh, so there's a reason we're not making fish au vin today.
Oh, that's right.
Had to go with chicken.
Oh, we had your guest yesterday from the Outer Banks, so he beat me to the punch.
Yeah, we did you catch that?
Yes.
West Step made 3 different things.
Oh, he did awesome.
He was on fire.
They called it a hat trick, I think, at one time. Yeah.
I did. I did. Little soccer and hockey terminology for you.
And when we throw this chicken in the oven, I'm going to let you jump and look at it like earlier in the week. Jump right over here.
I know. I suppose I could have just stepped a little bit closer to the all, but I'm an impulsive girl.
Okay, go ahead. Drop that in.
Where?
Anywhere
in the middle?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Just turn over, get the skin side down first. And the main thing, we're just looking for a good seal, little browning of the chicken. And really, you know, like I said, it's a simple dish. There you go.
You don't do that?
Not on TV.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to let Chef Bob finish the rest of these, but I'll be back. That's a threat and a promise.
Okay.
I'm coming back. All right, we're back in the kitchen with Chef Bob Hirasawa from Farm Fresh making coq au vin.
Coq au vin.
Chicken looks good.
Yeah. Browned it off, pulled it out of the pan. We're at the next point. We're going to add the vegetables in here and get this going.
Yeah.
Okay. What I did do is I drained off the excess fat.
Okay.
We talked about that. We want to kind of, you know, when we can. We don't want that excess grease if we can.
Right.
Take that off of there.
But you didn't completely clean out the pan.
No.
There's good stuff in there.
Absolutely. And you've learned that over time. I know.
I've learned that.
All the stuff, and we're going to do what we do a little bit of a reduction here. I mean, reduction of the sauces and stuff, and we're add the wines, and it's going to lift those flavors right off there. So we're going to
Okay.
Want to go through? Let's go with the vegetables first. We're going to toss in a little bit of celery. Okay.
Ready for the mushrooms?
The mushrooms. And what I did, I put, that's both cremini and button mushrooms. And you can add a little bit or as much as you want.
And they're going to add a little liquid too, aren't they?
We will. But we're just going to get a little bit of this little sauteed up first.
Okay.
Want to add the garlic there? Get a little flavor.
Garlic, okay.
Yeah, a little garlic there. And again, we're still building those flavors, so we're going to add a little bit of the salt here. And a couple spins on the black pepper again.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Big side down.
Yes.
Anything to say, Antonio? Nothing? Feeling quiet? All right. Thank you. Hey, it's Antonio's birthday this weekend, right? Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Antonio.
The big 3-0.
Okay.
Time to settle down, Tone. Time to settle down.
Go ahead and add the chicken back in here. Put
Okay.
the skin side up.
Skin side up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
And you said this is, you can buy the whole chicken but already cut up, right?
You can get it already cut up. They'll be happy to take a whole fryer for you and cut them up in our meat departments here.
You won't, so if I come up with the whole chicken and I say, will you cut it for me? You won't say,
Absolutely not.
baby.
No,
Right?
not at all.
Okay, good.
They'll be happy to do it for you. That's part of our services. Okay. And then we're going to, at this point, we're going to go ahead and deglaze the pan a little bit with a little bit of brandy. We're going to infuse a little flavor here.
This is Merlot. This is
Merlot.
not brandy.
Right. We're just going to hit this a little bit. And a little brandy or cognac. Mm-hmm. I know you're stepping back because of hairspray. Mm-hmm. But we're just infusing a little bit of that flavor.
And, it's not like you don't have any product.
Yeah,
You're
right.
making fun of me.
Well, I know that.
You're very hip.
Thank you. Okay, and then we add a little bit of Merlot here. And this is one of the things that, I guess, in this dish, you always think of chicken, white wine. But this one's always been a red wine item. And, yeah, I don't always follow the rules, but this one I kind of did. So.
It's a good point, because you do. You would normally pair chicken and white.
Right. Yeah. We'll do about maybe a cup and a
All
half.
right, you're going to tell me when to stop.
Yeah, that's good right there. Give it a little cover. Ooh. And that's the chicken stock. We add a little of that.
Okay. Well, you say a little bit. Do you want it all?
About half, a little bit more. Because we're looking for to get about half cover the
halfway
chicken.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit more maybe. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to have the pearl onions that are, these are already been cooked, but we're going to put them in just to finish off because it's still bacon. How about a bay leaf? Bay leaves there. And
One.
then, no, both. There you go.
Okay.
And then how about the thyme sprigs? Put that in.
Time for time.
Right. And then we're going to go ahead and
Boy, that looks
bring
great.
it up. And we're just going to throw a little cover on there. And really, that's what we got. Just going to let this simmer on for about 20 minutes, and you're about pretty much done.
Okay.
So hopefully that was easy enough for you. I know it took a few steps. You can really just throw it all together.
It looks like it's going to be delicious. We're going to cook up some root vegetables, too. Great time of year for that. We're going to do that when we come back in our next cooking segment. All right, we're back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen. Chef Bob Hirasawa from Farm Fresh making coq au vin today, and that's just needs a couple more minutes,
couple
right?
more minutes. It's working real good here, yeah.
Okay, so you keep it boiling the whole time, or?
No, actually, I just brought it back up. You got to watch the liquid level in there.
Yeah.
And I added just a little more chicken stock to that and just brought it back up to boil, but want to just simmer it.
How do you know when it's done?
Basically, you know by timing, but go ahead and open a little piece and see if it's cooked all the way through for you.
Okay.
And, get like one of the thighs or something that's a little bit more dense.
Thick, yeah. Right.
So.
All right.
Okay.
You're also making root vegetables. The summer garden tomatoes are gone. They're not going anywhere, no working. But it's a great time of year to grow and find things like the carrots, turnips,
rutabaga, and we have parsnips, and a little bit of onions to add the flavor.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much, the one key thing when you do these and you try to roast it is to try to cut it uniformly or to where they all cook about the same.
Okay.
Especially some of them, when you cut, and you'll really definitely find it that the rutabaga is real dense.
Yes.
And if you cut it too big, that's not going to be. You might even cut it a little smaller than you would the carrot or the parsnips or the turnips.
It takes a long time. I mean, it takes a lot longer than like a potato even.
It does.
Okay.
It does. And I found it's about 45 minutes or so at a high oven. I had the oven on at 450 degrees.
Yeah, but they're good. It's so tasty.
Yeah.
Everything gets kind of sweet when you roast it.
It does. It brings us the sugars, natural sugars, and it'll come out. But basically, moving on, we kind of mentioned all those things. We're going to add some onions. We have some herbs here. I have. I think today we have some thyme. Rosemary and a little bit of sage, garlic, and pretty much this is a dump in, throw it in the oven.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and do that and let you stir. And I like to stir.
I do like to stir.
And that's it.
I like to dump, I like to stir.
And what I did is, the only thing I really did peel on this was the rutabaga and everything else, wanted to keep the nutrients in there from the skins.
How do you tell a rutabaga from a turnip?
The store has it labeled.
Okay.
No, but it is actually, it's a much bigger root.
Yeah, see, I knew there was...
And that's good. We didn't need that anyway. Okay, that's a little olive oil.
Okay.
Okay. There's salt.
Do you need pepper?
You want to do pepper?
Absolutely.
Okay. I got the salt going in.
Stephanie Cook is applauding.
She is.
My first try.
All right. And we have some fresh garlic, chopped garlic here going in, just for the flavor enhancer. And I want to kind of keep this kind of, I said, simple. We're just going to do some squeezes a little bit.
Ow!
What'd you do?
Well, that side of the bowl was against that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's okay. I'll get you. I'll get you, Bob Harris.
Okay. Sounds like I set you up on that.
No, see, I want people to see this, Antonio. Look, see, this was like over there against
here,
that, and it was that, and that made the side of the bowl hot. See, and when I turned it, I got the hot part. That's what happened there.
Are you okay?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And then we're just going to pour this onto a sheet pan that I lined over there.
All right. See, I'm still helping. I'm a trooper.
You are.
Got to get back on the horse,
And there we go. We're just throwing this into the oven, 450 for about 45 minutes to almost an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is good like a Sunday if you're kind of home and cooking.
Yeah.
It's not anything that's going to happen quickly.
Absolutely. You got to plan a little bit ahead on this one.
Now, how does it keep, though? Because if you made a big tray of that, could you freeze it or keep it for a little while?
I haven't tried to freeze it again, but I mean, it holds very well.
Okay.
I'm sure it could handle freezing.
Good for leftovers.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So you can make a big batch.
All right.
And then we're going to come, and this is just about ready here. I don't know if Antonio's a little preoccupied over there. So.
Yeah, he just wandered off. Wandered off. He's thinking about his birthday party. And you made some rice, too.
We made some rice to go with, yes.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll put it all together on that last, and let you guys dive into it.
I can smell the wine and the brandy in there. It smells really, really good. And the bacon, of course.
Well,
All right, Chef Bob,
thank you.
All right, let's get those EMTs over here.